Bonjour et bienvenue. In this video, you are going to learn le futur simple in French. Do you remember how many moods there are in French grammar? There are 6 of them. L'indicatif, le subjonctif, le conditionnel, l'impératif, l'infinitif, le participe. I always tell my students that the moods are like the umbrellas and the tenses are like the frogs which come under the umbrellas. L'indicatif is the biggest mood under which there are a lot of frogs. Le futur simple is just one of the frogs which come under l'indicatif mood. How many groups of verbs are there in French? There are 3 of them. First group of verbs end with ER, second group of verbs end with IR, third group of verbs end with IR, RE and OER. There are many tenses which have the radical plus terminaison structure in French. Présent is one of such tenses. Check that out from that I button. L'impératif is one of the other tenses which has the same structure, radical plus terminaison. Link in the description. Le futur simple also follows the same structure, radical plus terminaison. We have to learn how to form the radical or the fundamental part or the base or the stem of le futur simple in French. Then we will learn the terminaison or the ending parts. How to form a radical for futur simple? Let's check out the first group, second group and third group IR ending verbs. Let's take chanter from first group, finir from second group and sortir from third group. What will be their radical? Chanter, finir and sortir. There's no change at all in the spelling. That's how we will get the radical for any first group verb, any second group verb or any third group verb ending in IR. Just by doing nothing. No change in spelling. Now let's check out how to form the radical for third group RE ending verbs. Let's take attendre, which ends with RE. Just remove the final E and you get the radical for futur simple. So we will not change the spelling of first group verbs, second group verbs and third group verb ending in IR, and we will just remove the final E from any RE ending third group verb. What about the other verbs? How to form their radical? You just have to remember this small list of verbs and their futur simple radical. You must memorize these rest of the radicals. Aller, IR, venir, VIENDR, voir, VERR, vouloir, VOUDR, devoir, DEVR, falloir, FAUDR, faire, FER, être, SER, avoir, AUR, pouvoir, POURR, savoir, SAUR, mourir, MOURR, appuyer, APPUIER, acheter, ACHER, appuyer and acheter are first group verbs. Now you have learned how to form the regular radicals for futur simple, and also you have learned some verbs and their special radical from that list that I have just shown. The best part is that these same radicals will come in use when you will learn the conditionnel présent tense. The same formation of radical for the both two tenses, le futur simple and le conditionnel présent. Before learning the terminaison, please subscribe to my channel. If you have not yet subscribed, hit the like button if you like my video and keep watching till the end. Do not forget to share your precious comments under my video after watching the video till the end. I'll eagerly await to hear from you. Let's learn the terminaison or the ending parts for futur simple tense. I am showing you how to use them. Let's take 3 verbs: chanter, finir and sortir. Let's take all subject pronouns. Je, tu, il, elle, on, nous, vous, il, elle. Now you know how to make the radical for these verbs. The full spelling is the radical for first group verbs, second group verbs, and third group IR ending verbs. Let's write the radicals. And finally add the terminaison or the ending parts. Je chanterai, tu chanteras, il chantera, elle chantera, on chantera, nous chanterons, vous chanterez, ils chanteront, elles chanteront. Je finirai, tu finiras, il finira, elle finira, on finira, nous finirons, vous finirez, ils finiront, elles finiront. Je sortirai, tu sortiras, il sortira, elle sortira, on sortira, nous sortirons, vous sortirez, ils sortiront, elles sortiront. So we took the radical and added the terminaison. The conjugation is complete. Je chanterai means I will sing. Tu chanteras, you will sing, and so on. Futur simple is equivalent to simple future tense in English. Je finirai means I will finish. Tu finiras means you will finish, and so on. Je sortirai means I will get out. Tu sortiras, you will get out, etc. Now let's take attendre, which ends with RE. Let's take all the subject pronouns. Je, tu, il, elle, on, nous, vous, il, elle. I will write the radical with each subject. I remove the final E to form its radical, as this is a third group verb ending in RE. The radical is formed by removing the final E. The same method will apply for all RE ending verbs. If you haven't learned the verb groups, check them out from the I button on the top right corner of the screen. Then just add the same old terminaison. AI, AS, A, ONS, EZ, ONT, ONT. J'atteindrai, tu atteindras, il atteindra, elle atteindra, on atteindra. Nous atteindrons, vous atteindrez, ils atteindront, elles atteindront. J'atteindrai means I will wait. Tu atteindras means you will wait, and so on. Futur simple is the simple future tense in English. For the rest of the verbs which are from the list which I have shown to you, let's take aller and venir and conjugate them in futur simple. Let's write the radical part with all subject pronouns, then add the terminaison. J'irai, tu iras, il ira, elle ira, on ira, nous irons, vous irez, ils iront, elles iront. Je viendrai, tu viendras, il viendra, elle viendra, on viendra, nous viendrons, vous viendrez, ils viendront, elles viendront. Same terminaison for all verbs from all three groups. Same terminaison. Last but not the least, let's check out a pronominal verb. You may see my video on pronominal verbs and my video on present tense if you want to know more about pronominal verbs. Here's how we conjugate a pronominal verb in futur simple. Je me promènerai. Tu te promèneras. Il se promènera. Elle se promènera. On se promènera. Nous nous promènerons. Vous vous promènerez. Ils se promèneront. Elles se promèneront. Great! You have learned how to form the radical for future simple tense, and I told that the same radical will work in conditional present tense also. You learned the terminaison or the ending parts, which will fit with all verbs from all groups for future simple. You learned it! Awesome! Now let's see some very simple examples with future simple. Examples. Je finirai mes devoirs bientôt. Elle jouera de la guitare demain. Karishma mentira. Neha sera présente. Nous aurons une chambre. Ils iront au marché. Elles iront au club. Rita accomplira sa tâche. Pierre verra des bateaux. Elles se promèneront dans le jardin la semaine prochaine. Let's end the video here. Do not forget to hit the like button if you have liked my video. Subscribe if you are new to my channel and share your comments. À bientôt! I was just wondering, do you like subscribing to random channels? Click subscribe. More fun coming up.